All right, guys, I've got a great idea. The 30-man Rumble concept is passe. We need to do something to drum up interest, so let's add 10 more men. It will be great. It'll be a 40-man field, a 40-man field. The interest can't possibly fade away. It'll be a 40-man field. We've got all these wrestlers, so let's do this in Boston, Mass. I'm John Renton with the Retro View of WWE Royal Rumble 2011. Boy, that rendition of Boston's More Than a Feeling certainly was bad, wasn't it? Trying to do that Vince voice and trying to sing anything really does put a toll on your throat. But anyway, enough about what goes in and out of my throat. Let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. 40 men, human centipede together, and man, I'm really glad they never tried the 40-man field again. Why? Because even though there were some good parts in this Rumble and some pretty good storytelling, boy, it was just a recipe for fucking disaster. And they brought people that had no goddamn business being in the Rumble in there, and they just said, okay, guys, go out and do shit. Get eliminated in a minute, get eliminated in a couple minutes, don't really do anything. Just fill out the goddamn field. Ha ha, I'm a genius, pal. Oh, yeah, but yes, they were in Boston, Massachusetts at the TD Garden. 15,113 fans, reportedly. WWE never lies about their figures, though it was a pretty raucous crowd, so I imagine that it was probably, pretty goddamn full and pretty much sold out for this 40-man field. Okay, I'll stop that. The biggest Royal Rumble in history. Well, not as far as star power, even though there were some good moments, as I said. So the dark match, by the way, was R-Truth versus Curt Hawkins. R-Truth is 50 years old now, and doesn't look 50 years old. Curt Hawkins, where is Curt Hawkins? Where is he? Genuinely, is he in Impact? I wonder where he is. So, heel Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, and Matt Striker on commentary. I'm going to go on the record right now and saying that this particular event, even though there's some great wrestling and some pretty damn, raucous crowd energy, the commentary is fucking abysmal. This is when they were building Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler, a feud that had no business taking place in any form or fashion, especially in 2011. My God, Mania 27, the fact that they thought it was a good idea to give that match about 15 pissing minutes and continue that feud when it had no business happening in the first place, my fucking goodness. Matt Striker, I like Matt Striker on commentary. Sure, he was a little bit overly exuberant at times and maybe almost markish, but we're all marks at the end of the day. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I know that that's seen as a derogatory term, but if you're a fan of something, you're going to let your fandom come out. And if I'm going to praise Don West for how he was on commentary, and if I'm going to praise Mauro Ranallo for how he was on commentary and various others, Matt Striker wasn't that bad. I'm not saying Matt Striker is one of the best ever, but he certainly kept Vampiro grounded in Lucha Underground, because my fucking goodness, did Vampiro and Penta certainly did something great in the early stages of Lucha Underground, but my goodness, that was certainly something else. Now, this is about the Royal Rumble. Again, 40 men, all human centipede together, presented to you. That was very uncomfortable. The ring had to be reinforced for all the human centipede, definitely done with a tongue-in-cheek mentality. They keep hammering that into your head until your appetite is fucking ruined. So anyway, Vicky was out to basically remind Edge, because she's the acting general manager, hey, Edge, you can't use the spear. Can we bring Eddie back and just put her in his place? Seriously? God damn, I miss Eddie. Just, Vicky's a goddamn idiot. No, I mean, now I'm not talking about television performance, seriously. Like, if you read some of the stuff about her, ain't exactly a good person. So we have Edge versus Dolph. World title match. If Edge used the spear, he would be stripped of the world title. Well wrestled. They built a lot of shit up. Dolph used the sleeper hold for about 800% of this match, but that being said, he was targeting the neck, the previously injured neck, and it is a bit weird and a bit eerie that Edge would have to retire a few months after this due to neck and spinal stenosis issues. Now he's back and doing what he's doing and doing what he loves, and that's great. The crowd did get more into it. There were Let's Go Ziggler chants, and he goes for the spear, but no, he can't. Vicky then gets in the ref's face, then gets in Edge's face and slaps him a few times. And then Kelly, of all people, 1 second. Alright, apologies after a short drink break because you ever just had it where you just have a burp and then the food decides, I'm going to come back up. That's what it did. Hooray! Anyway, Kelly decided to come down and attack Vicky Guerrero for whatever goddamn reason. I really don't understand why she did, but that being said, she attacks Vicky. Pretty bad when Kelly was the better of the two workers, but then again, well, Kelly at least tried. She wasn't very good, but she tried. Vicky just tried to basically be a stick in the mud, essentially, because that's pretty much what she was. Except sticks in the mud actually at one point were useful because they used to be sticks that were on trees or bushes, as opposed to just being something that was just there. So anyway, because the referee's down, after some sleeper stuff and whatever, because we get more sleeper holds, because Dolph Ziggler was bound, determined to get that sleeper hold over. Edge ends up hitting a spear, plays dead, hits the kill switch, and gets the victory. Vicky is livid. Oh my god. She would end up stripping Edge of the title soon after that. And then Edge would win the title back. And then it would get, because Teddy Long would come back as GM. And whatever. So, Josh Matthews was backstage interviewing Miz and Alex Riley. Remember Josh Matthews? I wish I fucking didn't. Because Josh Matthews is a goddamn idiot and a piece of shit. And Alex Riley, they really tried with Alex Riley. They really did. Miz was WWE champion at this time. He says he will prove that his reign is not a fluke over Baylene. Orton versus Miz with Alex Riley for the WWE championship. Orton says, no more Mr. Nice Guy, no more Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean is like, the fuck? I have good products. Anyway, Cole's commentary was unbearable here and pretty much throughout the goddamn show. Orton beat him down. Miz did, take over for a bit. And did do some good heel work. Like, I didn't mind Miz's first title reign. I'm not saying it was great, but if I'm going to praise JBL's, lengthy 2004 to early 2005 title reign for the fact that a lot of people interfered and did all this stuff and whatever, then why am I going to knock Miz? Was Miz ready to be WWE champion? Maybe not, but did Miz definitely do his best? Sure. And he was in the main event of WrestleMania 27. You have to remind yourself of that. Because we're being perfectly honest, it was all about Cena versus Dwayne's Rock Hard Johnson. It's the five-knuckle shuffle on Dwayne's Rock Hard Johnson. Have fun on seeing that. So, Orton, he was not allowing Miz to basically get counted out or take the easy way out. Suddenly, the new Nexus show up. It's like new Coke. And Riley got sent into them. Riley, Ace of Spies, if you will. And then the referee's down. CM Punk comes in, hits GTS on Orton. And then Miz wins. Hooray! But you had to get away from that. You had to make Orton, you had to give Orton a way out. Pre-tape on who the fans think will win the Rumble. And then we get Layla, sweet Christ Layla, and Michelle McCool taking on Natalya in a handicap match for the Divas Championship. But alas, the anonymous Raw General Manager, because we haven't had enough of heel Michael Cole, the fucking idiot, the fucking goddamn tool. Seriously, I don't think you understand how much I loathe Michael Cole. Not as a person. I'm sure he's a lovely individual, but he's a terrible commentator. Fucking terrible commentator. And suddenly they say, no, we're going to add another person. Eve Torres gets added. There was not much to this match because it was rushed. It was about 5.5 minutes, and Eve wins with a moonsault. Yay. So, we have Daniel Bryan with Gail Kim. Remember when Gail Kim was Daniel Bryan's girlfriend for no goddamn reason, and they made fun of Daniel Bryan being a vegan and saying, boy, it must be something to be with a vegan because it's like virgin. Because Vince McMahon didn't understand Daniel Bryan. The Bellas interrupt, and we get a messy brawl, my God. And the Bellas are going to be back in the Rumble here in a few days, as of this recording. That's exactly what I didn't fucking want in my Rumble, but it is what it is. Hey, let's look at the numbers. The massive, huge vanities, and all the people eliminated, and all the Hall of Famers, and all that stuff, and whatever. 40-man Rumble match. Mostly remembered for CM Punk and Daniel Bryan starting out and having some good action. But before that, CM Punk comes out, and then the Core and the new Nexus show up and get into a brawl, and then Cole is shouting what the anonymous Raw General Manager said, hey, get out of here, or you're not going to be allowed in the Rumble. And there was a split crowd, and from there we got, a few guys coming in and then a few guys going out, and it was Bryan and Punk for a little bit. That was at least nice to see. Justin Gabriel in at 3. He was out. Same with Ryder at number 4. Weird how Ryder by the end of this year would be the U.S. champion. And I retro-reviewed the 2012 Rumble, and he was in a wheelchair by that point. Good stuff. Way to, get somebody to feel like if they get themselves over, they'll be rewarded by being de-pushed because, goddamn it, pal, you can't get yourself over. Ha ha ha. So anyway, Regal at number 5. DiBiase at number 6. DiBiase Jr., that is. I forgot that Ted DiBiase Jr. was still part of the company in 2011. Morrison at number 7. He does the catch on the wall and the spider walk and all that. That's really good shit. Husky Harris at number 9. Whatever happened to him? Man, I mean, somebody should have let him in somewhere so he could have gotten out of the cold. So then Henry was in at number 11. Michael McGillicuddy at number 13. Where is Curtis Axel? Is he still wrestling? Genuine question, is he still wrestling? Otunga at number 15. So all of a sudden, most of the new Nexus is in there. Tyler Rex in at number 16. Forgot that Tyler Rex was still wrestling in 2011. But now she's Gabby. Good for her. I mean, it was definitely a shock, but I was like, hey, be who you are and be yourself. That's really what it comes down to. So Kozlov at 17, Truth at 18, Kali at 19, and Mason Ryan, a.k.a. Welsh Tista, in at number 20. They tried a lot with Mason Ryan. And he had a good look. It's just he looked too similar to Batista. They were trying to make him something he wasn't. So Booker in number 21. Stryker just loses it. Absolutely just fucking loses it. And then Cena comes in at number 22. Now, Husky Harris was let out of the Rumble, so somebody's going to have to let him in later. Okay, use that joke already. Cena comes in, eliminates the rest of the new Nexus, like New Coke, and it's down to him and Punk. Then this is where it hits a fucking wall in the form of Hornswoggle, who I'm sure is nice. This is fucking embarrassing. Oh, we need a little bit of fun in the Rumble. Yeah, you didn't need Hornswoggle lasting 10 pissing minutes in this fucking thing. So, Punk gets eliminated by Cena. Okay, is what it is. Kofi at number 20. Slater and Tyson Kidd. Well, actually, it was Kidd, then Slater got eliminated quickly. Kofi in at 26. Sheamus at 28. 26 minutes for Kofi. 22 minutes for Sheamus. I do apologize, by the way, if my voice sounds a little bit rough. Allergies are a fucking bitch. Bro kick to the little shit, and he's out. Ray at 29, he lasted 22 minutes. Wade at number 30, he lasted 21 minutes. Ziggler at number 31. Oh no, it's for the first time ever we have, and hopefully the only time ever, we have a 40-man Rumble. So 31 through 40, they have the honor of being those numbers. Never do 40-man Rumble again. And then number 32, big old reaction to the Diesel engines powering up. It's Diesel. Diesel gets a huge pop, tears quad, gets in the ring, tears quad. Man, it's amazing that he has anything left. I kid. Diesel got a big pop. But man, you could just tell it was about to look at that point. Nash had numerous injuries, had his body beat up, actually had to have his leg fixed at one point. So he had better mobility and quality of life. But by that point, I mean, he had that run in TNA where he's on again, off again, injured, and it was what it was. So Drew in at number 33, Riley in at number 34, and he's in there for a bit, but fucks up, not getting eliminated, and he falls down. Kind of reminds me of what happened with Steve Austin at the 96 Rumble, where he just slipped off the ropes. He's supposed to factor into something else. So they're like, well, shit, what do we need to do? Miz was on commentary. Miz and Cole were insufferable at this point. It was goddamn ridiculous. Ezekiel Jackson in at number 36, a.k.a. Ahmed Johnson 2.0, but with more personality, which really wasn't hard to do. You just had to not be great googly moogly like Ahmed Johnson. Santino at 37, Del Rio at number 38, Orton at 39, Kane at number 40. Kofi gets tossed by Orton, and that's the only time that Orton and Kofi would interact in 2009. Oh, wait, this is 2011. Stupid. God, Orton was a little bitch then. And then it's down to Santino and Del Rio because they had to have Alex Riley come out and distract Cena, and then Miz came from commentary, gross, and tossed him out. So, oh no! That's how you get to that program. Can't imagine that Alex Riley probably was seen very favorably after that, but these things happen. But by, I think, like mid-2011, they had given up on Alex Riley. I think he'd gotten injured, and then you're like, fuck it. Let's just not bother with him. Because he was eliminated within like 90 seconds of the 2012 Rumble. So anyways, down to Santino and Del Rio. Del Rio thinks he won, but oh no, Santino's in, hits the Cobra. God damn, they're going to actually give Santino the Rumble win. Oh no, Del Rio wins. Del Rio would go on to eventually become a 4-time WWE and World Champion, and if you can remember anything about any of his title runs, you're better than me. I remember he cashed in Money in the Bank at one point, and he had a little run, lost it to Cena, won it back, lost it to Punk. It just never clicked. It never fucking clicked with him. And also, I understand that he became a pastry chef soon after as Alberto Del Brioche, and he also has an energy shot thing. Alberto Del Mio, for the woman beater in all of us, because that's what he is. Anyway, yeah, that was certainly a Rumble of renown. Let's just do that with the notes. Hooray! Anyway, agree, disagree what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm Jar Retlin. I'll see you soon.